Kinsley's birthday is coming up, and she has been asking me to refresh her bedroom as a birthday gift. She wants a more coquette aesthetic, which I think is ruffles, bows, pink and blue. So I've been gathering some things, and we're going to rearrange, redecorate her space, and give her a mini bedroom makeover. So this is what her room currently looks like, and it's not bad by any means. She still loves so much of this. Her wall blush is still a favorite, her bed frame, and mostly the layout of her space. It's really just the color palette that we're wanting to be a little bit more cohesive and coquette. So like I said, I take that to mean adding in more pinks. So I've been picking up some things from the Dollar Tree and TJ Maxx. And I also scored some major deals at our local Pottery Barn outlet with the Pottery Barn Love Shack Fancy collab. So we're not doing any wall painting or major projects and renovations today, really just redecorating and some rearranging. But before we can get started on that, I need to strip her bed because we will be replacing her bedding and clean up this space a little bit. Okay, so while I start cleaning up, I thought that I should probably introduce myself for anyone who is new here. Hi, hello, welcome. My name is Megan, and I am a married mama of two of the sweetest girls in the entire world, and one pup that you'll probably never see because she's just a big ball of anxiety. But anyway, we are currently in my oldest daughter's bedroom. Her name is Kinsley, and I've shared quite a few makeovers of this space on my channel. I started my channel back in 2019, and so I think I did her first bedroom makeover in maybe 2020, 2021, and then another major one last year prior to her first year of middle school, and a few little refreshes and updates along the way. It has been a challenge because we've lived in this home the entire time I've been on YouTube, and so Kinsley has grown and changed and evolved quite a bit, and so allowing her space to grow with her and evolve to her current needs has been a constant work in progress that I love to share here for anyone who finds it relatable to focus on updating your home to meet your current needs as opposed to just buying a bigger home every time your kids grow. Getting that rug out from under this bed by myself is what true comedies are made of. I knocked my camera over, so I don't think there will be footage that's salvageable of that. But I got it out, and now I'm going to work on replacing it with this new rug. This is actually the first piece that I picked up. It's from the Pottery Barn Teen and Love Shack Fancy collaboration or collection. We do have a semi-local Pottery Barn outlet, so I was able to get this for, I think it was $99. It's not a 5x7, but it's not as large as the 6x9 that was in here before, and the reason why I wanted to get a smaller rug is that other one had to be placed a very specific way, basically just like pushed up in her room, and so all of this walkway had no rug out or showing or walkable really because of where her door frame is. Her room is a bit smaller than a 10x10 size, so it is the smallest room in the house. Anyway, we tried that 6x9 for a while. It didn't quite work out. I feel like this was a very, very lucky 5x8 or 6x8 find. I'm gonna try my best to get it under the bed. Looking good. I do feel like this is a better rug proportion for the room layout and just size. I like that it extends past the bed a bit more, and it's not going to go all the way up to her nightstand like it did before, so that kind of gives a little space and will make the layout of the room feel just a little more put together. But now I do want to bring her nightstand over to the other side of her bed instead of having her desk over there, mostly because she keeps her alarm clock on her nightstand. And so just with the way that she sleeps and positioning and everything, I do feel like this will work better on the other side. And then that leaves this space open for Kinsley's new vanity. This fits in this space so well. It is 35 inches wide, which leaves her bed just slightly off center, but I don't think it's going to bother her at all. And I found it on clearance actually on Costway. I am not an Amazon girl, I'm a Costway girl. The quality and the longevity is unmatched for the price point. It is so budget friendly, in my opinion, way more budget friendly and way higher quality than most things that I find on Amazon. So for 150 bucks, I just couldn't pass it up. She is going to be so excited about this. I'll leave this exact one linked in my description box and in the YouTube shopping tab if I can find the link online still. Derek put this together for me last night, thank goodness. He was up until 2 a.m. taking this off my plate, which I so appreciate. But he was tired and he didn't finish the drawer. There is a drawer that's supposed to go here and like an outlet receptacle. So I have to get those put together real quick before I can stock this for her. I just have to say, now that we have this vanity for Kinsley, I'm kicking myself for not having gotten her one sooner. It takes up no more space than her desk did, but it offers so much more storage for all of her things. All of her makeup, body care, and art supplies fit in this space with room to spare. And that lighted mirror, she is not only using it in the mornings to get ready for school, but also every time she's doing her homework or painting, drawing, doodling, she's turning on that light, and now she's just creating more things than she ever has, and she's playing around with her stuff more than she ever has, and I love to see it. She's also keeping her room clean better because she loves to use her iPad to film little ASMR vanity restock clips, so that's definitely the cherry on top and makes it worth it. I think that this is how I'm going to leave it for the final reveal, and Kinsley can reorganize as she sees fit. I had an idea to put all of her hair ties and accessories in here, but who knows if she'd want to use it for that or for like pens and markers and things, so I'll let her take care of that. This little cabinet under here, she has 2 shelves that she can work with as well, and then of course this entire drawer that she can fill with either makeup or notebooks and art supplies. But now something she did ask me for, new bedding. I found some major scores at the Pottery Barn outlet the same day that I got her rug, and so I was able to get her some new curtains as well, and I think that she's going to be so excited about those. I found this sheet set from the Pottery Barn Teen Collection. It's this gorgeous light pink color. There's a ruffle detail on the edges, and I scored this for only $40. And then to go with her blue comforter, because she does want to keep her current comforter, I scored these really soft, fluffy pillowcases from the Pottery Barn Teen Collection, and these were marked for only 97 cents each. To complement the pink in her sheet set and the bows in her new rug, I found this queen size bed blanket at TJ Maxx. It was only $25, and I felt like that was a steal of a deal. And then these are her new curtains. They're blackout curtains. They're just a plain white color, but then they do have this bow detail at the top. I'll hang these curtains up in a minute. I need to pull out my step ladder, which is the bane of my existence. I'm so afraid of heights. I hate getting on the step ladder. But while I procrastinate doing that, I figured I can just start making her bed and see if everything comes together the way that I had envisioned.
I love making Kinsley's bed, and I know that might sound strange, but in our household, we love to do little personality tests. I've tested both of our girls' love languages multiple times, and Kinsley's consistently come up as quality time and acts of service, basically tied for the first position as her primary love languages. So little things like this make such a huge impact on her, our relationship, how bonded we are, but most importantly, how well loved or best loved she feels. And she always notices. She always appreciates it, mentions it, thanks me for it. And so I just have it in my mind that she's going to come home and she's going to see this and she's just instantly going to be filled with that warmth and comfort knowing that she's loved and I thought of her and this cute little bed styling, and it just makes it all worth it. Little things like making her bed or folding her clothes for her are such a small task for me, but they make such a big impact for her. Then her mood is brighter, she has a better evening, she wants to spend more time with me and our family. It's just a win-win overall. But anyway, after I had her bed made with the new bedding, I wanted to swap out her curtains, and this was another low effort, high impact change for this room. She previously had these warmer toned light filtering curtains, but swapping them out with the white curtains, it instantly brightened this space. And then that blackout feature, she is loving it. It has positively impacted her sleep for sure, and she's loving closing her curtains at nighttime, opening them in the morning, and just having this option in general. I feel like she's just loving them, and so I am loving them, and it made all of this getting up on the stepladder, standing up at that 3-foot height, totally worth it because she loves it so much.
I fear that these curtains may be a little short. I'm going to let them hang and maybe steam them tomorrow morning if the wrinkles haven't come out of them. But we might end up having to move Kinsley's curtain rod down a little bit. It won't be the end of the world, but it's a project for another day. Otherwise, this is how the room is coming together, and I do think she is going to love it. The last thing I wanted to do, though, is free up some of the shelf space for her. She has intentions to hang both of these cork boards on her wall, and she was saying she kind of wanted a gallery wall. So I went to the Dollar Tree and got some things. Now she wants the gallery wall on this blank wall on the other side of her bed, which absolutely makes sense. And so far, I know she wants to put up this cork board that right now is holding some of her sports memorabilia, but I feel like she might like a little bit of space to put up like Polaroids and pictures with friends. And then she has this Winnie the Pooh shaped corkboard that she got for Christmas last year, and she's using it to hold all of her Disney Winnie the Pooh pins. She has an extensive Disney pin collection, but you can't make a gallery wall with just 2 corkboards. So I went to the Dollar Tree. I got a couple of frames. She was Rookie of the Year last year, and we are so proud of that. Oh no. Oh, hopefully that will fit. We might have to trim it down a bit. I'll see how she feels about that. And then at the Dollar Tree, I found these floating shelves. They were only $1.25. They weren't part of the marked up things. And they come with the hardware and wall anchors. And I got 2 of these to kind of disperse throughout the gallery wall, thinking she might like to display her Disney Nuimos and little Doorables on them. These are her Disney Nuimos. She has Pooh Bear, Mickey, and Donald. And then she has a small collection of Winnie the Pooh Doorables. There's Pooh Bear and Piglet, Tigger, and another Winter Pooh Bear. And then these are not Doorables, but she does have this Wally and Eve figurine set because this is like her favorite Disney movie. And then one last little filler item. I got 2 of these photo frame magnets, but I'm hoping we can peel the magnet portion off and just put a command strip and hang them up on the wall. They are the perfect size for these little inspirational quote things that her coaches give the girls every game day, and so I thought it would be fun to have a couple of her favorites displayed and maybe rotate them out throughout the season as she's needing those words of encouragement. Now, you guys know I would absolutely just get this done for her and reveal it to her, but I do think that she wants to have a part in it. I think that she wants to play around and figure out how things work and what she likes best. So I have all of this out here. I'm going to present her with her room as soon as she gets home from school, and then work together with her to get her gallery wall up. That's gonna wrap up my part of today's video. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me while I rearranged and refreshed Kinsley's space as a little surprise birthday and Christmas combo gift. If you did enjoy today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. That always helps so much to support my channel. Subscribe if you aren't already. We are doing my youngest daughter's bedroom next. And now let's get to the final reveal in 3, 2, 1.
And now we have a coquette middle school girl room complete with the start of a full gallery wall. I was so impressed with Kinsley's ideas for this space, and I cannot wait to see what she adds to it. She's been saying that she thinks eventually she wants to take up this whole wall as a gallery wall, which I think would be cool, but for now she's got all of these little nods to Disney, which are such a big part of her personality, but also just our whole family's personality, since I'm a Disney adult and we love to go to Disney. And then also her recreational sports and individual interests. She used all of these hair ribbons to create this bow banner, or maybe garland even, that she hung on the wall, and I thought that that was just so cute and clever. And then of course having her Rookie of the Year certificate, which may be replaced with something new at the banquet this year. I guess we'll have to see if she wins any awards this year. And then also all of her inspirational quotes, little pictures with her and her friends, and I know that she intends to add to that in the future, but for now it's such a good start and it just screams Kinsley to me, as does this new coquette bedding. I am pretty sure I hit the nail on the head with this one. All of the cute little blush pinks and the sky blues and the teddy bears and the bows, they just ended up working so well together, and I definitely think we were able to achieve that more cohesive color palette and that really girly aesthetic that Kinsley was wanting to sort of move towards. Also, this new vanity. So this is what the final look ended up like. I let her do all of her own organizing and everything, so now she's got a place for all of her overflow or extra makeup, her most used art supplies, and just little bits that didn't have a place before. She's loving the charging port on this vanity, the basket for her hair ties, the little cabinet for all of her sketchbooks and papers, and then of course these shelves here where she can display all of her body care items and little trinkets and her makeup. She has just been loving this. I swear she changes it up like every single day. She plays around with it, and she plays with these things so much. She does her makeup just to do it for fun, not just before school in the morning. She's creating and drawing in this space, and she's just really enjoying it, and I love that for her. And then we were able to free up so much space on her shelf over here, so she still has her books and her Legos out on display, but she'll have some openings as we get into the holiday season, the gift giving season, and that was definitely a goal in mind because I've been chatting with Santa. I know some of the things that she might be getting for Christmas this year, and she's gonna need some of this space. So those bottom 3 shelves are gonna get a whole rework when she's opened all of her Christmas presents. But we also made a swap here with her wall mirror. I didn't get a chance to show this because Derek actually mounted it to the wall for me, but it fits perfectly in this narrow little wall space. It's the same width as the mirror that was here before, but it opens to be a storage cabinet where she can put all of her jewelry, her necklaces, her bracelets, her earrings, and the entire bottom third of the cabinet is all these little shelves that she can use for additional storage. Now, this also came from Costway, and it can either be hung over a door or mounted to the wall like this one is. And if you are interested, I'll definitely leave the link because it is so affordable and so worth it for a small bedroom. And then that is the little stool that came with the vanity set. But overall, I feel like we completely transformed this space. She is so happy with it, and of course that's the most important thing. But we were able to find some small space furniture and storage solutions that are really working out to maximize on her bedroom and keep it working and functioning for her as she embraces her middle school life. So I hope that you all enjoyed hanging out with me while I transformed her space today. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and hopefully I see you all in the next one. Bye!